Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. So this is one of the more requested videos, and normally I would start with headstand, pincha, and then handstand. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go handstand video, pincha video, headstand video. Just because we can. No one's telling us what to do. So handstanding is something that I've been doing for it'll be 3 years in April. It's a journey. It's not a rush. You can't rush it. It's just, it doesn't allow you to rush it. The more work you put in, the more results you see. So keep coming back to this video. We're going to need a wall or a chair. A chair would be nice, but a wall would be super helpful. We will also need socks. So go ahead and pause me and grab your most comfy, fluffy pair of socks and make sure you're close to a wall. We're going to start with warming up our wrist. When you first start handstanding, your wrist probably will give you the most problems. Your wrists and your hands and your fingers. Your upper body will be sore, but your wrist will feel like they are dying. So we want to make sure that the wrists are warm before we ever start. You can throw them. You can spin them. Whatever you do, just make sure you do it before you practice handstands every single time. Even if I'm just going up a couple times, I'll just throw them out. Just get them loose, because they can become very tight, especially, when we're doing this. So we really want to loosen them up. My favorite way is the wrist warm up that we do, cat-cow, or from our tabletop position, all fours. We can take circles on these wrists, really digging our fingers in, reversing the circles, pointing the hands to the outsides, rocking back and forth, or side to side, pointing the fingers towards you and rocking back and forth. If you have a daily yoga practice, I always suggest to practice handstands right afterwards. Interlace the hands and roll. That way your body's warm, your wrists are normally warmed up, and it's just a good time that you're focused. Your mind should be a little more calm and at ease. Beautiful. Shake them out. So nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back in the all fours. We're going to do some cat-cows. So what we do here is when we drop this and we lift this chest, we're pushing through the shoulders. And then when we round through the spine, we're using this flexion. And this is the feeling that we want to feel whenever we're in handstand. This massive push, We're not here collapsed. We're pushing. So play with that and feel the difference when we come here and then we really push and flex through those shoulders. The more you do this, the more you will watch this push be able to lift off. Okay, beautiful. So, you could do a few of those, get your flexion going. We're going to come and lay down on this mat. Arms up overhead. Hollow bodies will train your core to have your body aligned. So go ahead and take the hands up overhead, actively reaching them. Feet are flexed. We're going to bring the upper body up slightly, just very slightly, and then lift the legs, point those toes, and lift. Engage the core, trying to keep the back on the mat. Breathe. Just come in for about 3 to 5 seconds, release, and then we come back. This is the feeling that we have in handstand, just that total activation. So yeah, the hollow body holds. Okay. Next, the opening in the shoulders. So if we're in a handstand and our shoulders are like this is very hard to hold, okay? We want the shoulders open. We want a full line running down our bodies, right? And we have to have open shoulders to do this. Two things. First thing, you all know as puppy pose or melting heart on our mat. You don't have to come here. This is a good one. Okay, this really stretches through the shoulders. But the one I'm showing you today, we come up to the wall. Our hips are here. We want our hands here. Walk the feet back. Push against this wall. Push hard against this wall. And then allow your chest to hang heavy. Really getting a nice stretch through these shoulders, okay? I am pressing the wall away, okay? Because I want this to be a strong push and stretch versus me just completely dumping into my joints. We want to stretch the muscle itself because we want to be able to push the muscles into the straight line. This is a great one to do in the middle of dinner. I love hanging on my countertops. You could do this with a chair, but your chair, you're going to have to use like the back of the chair because you're going to have your hands up to your hips. Okay? Beautiful. You're going to feel that, okay? But that's a great one. You need to do that one every single day just to get that opening in the shoulders happening. Okay, now we're going to do something y'all have all done before. We're coming into Yogi Squat. We're putting our hands in front of us. You know what's coming. We get to crow here, right? Well, what this does, whenever we are handstanding, it's called hand balancing. We're literally balancing through our hands. So we come from crow and then from Yogi Squat into crow. Grab the mat. Do not pick the feet up. All I want you to get used to is literally gripping this mat in this position. Okay? So when you learn to grip, you learn to maneuver yourself upside down. When you want to go backwards, you grab those fingers. When you want to go forward, you come back onto here. So when you're too far forward, you're grabbing through them fingers. And when you're too far forward or too far back, that's when you need to be pressing into the palms. Just play here, feeling this and grabbing the mat. Really gripping it. This can make your hands and wrist very sore. This, however, is very necessary to be able to handstand or hand balance. This will also help you with all arm balancing. Figure 8, firefly, this motion will help you. It's why we do it so much in my classes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our socks on. These are going to be fun. We try to make everything fun, right? All right, so we're going to get off of the mat. And we're going to come from plank. And we're going to pull up into a tuck position. Okay? And then once you feel good with your tuck, we're going to pull up to a pike. Okay? So just play with this. This is going to really, really, really get into your hands, your wrist, And you are 100% going to feel this in your shoulders and your core. If you want to leave the feet tucked, it's an option. Just play there and have some fun with that. I don't do these every day, but I do practice these every once in a while when I feel like putting my socks on. Okay. So, another one that everyone loves is Dolphin Push-Ups. So go ahead. We start in down dog. Keep the feet there, hands where they are. We're coming down, dolphin, and we push up. So these are dolphin to down dog push-ups. These need to be done every single day. Okay, you should be a beast at dolphin. Dolphin is one of the hardest poses for the upper body in yoga. You need to get good at them. Okay, next thing. I'm rolling through these exercises because you're going to find some that you like and some that you don't like, and you really just need to practice them. Come back to this video, try it again, find some new poses that you can do now, and start working on them. It's really about just leveling up, just mastering some things, moving on. And every time you do it, you're building up your confidence in yourself, you're building up your strength, and you're letting go of that fear because of the first two things. So we're going to come up into a forward fold with our hands on the mat. Okay? We need straight legs here. We can't really bend the knees and do this. You can, but yeah, you can bend the knees and do this. It doesn't matter. But we're doing toe taps. So we're in this forward fold position, pressing through the shoulders, creating that length, and then we're going to bring the feet to tap the wrist. Okay, just do this a few times. We'll play with this. And then once you feel good, once you feel like you can do these, we do these little toe tap steps. So we come up on the toes, and then we attempt to bring them to our wrist, and we fall, walk the hands forward, and we try again. Okay? Just wherever you are, we come there, we try, we feel it in our wrist, in our upper body, and we just keep on trying. Okay? So the toe taps. Beautiful. I'm going to take my socks off because they make me warm, and I don't want to be warm right now. Okay, so here we come with the fun stuff. This wall, all right? This is Mr. Wall. We don't want to be too attached to Mr. Wall, right? Because he takes it off of us, and we put the weight on him. And that's not necessarily the goal. We want the weight on our shoulders. But he's such a good help, okay? I always do holds for 60 seconds. Well, I would challenge you to start at 30 seconds, 60 seconds, a minute and a half, up to wherever you'd like to be holding. I'll hold for 2 minutes a day, up against the wall, actively pushing through the shoulders. Okay? So a good way to do it is just to put your hands, you kind of want to gap here. All right, and then we're here. This is warrior 3, right? Warrior 3, come up onto the right toes, and then we kick. Okay? Now, when you first start out, it may be more like this, or more like this, and that's okay. We're here. You'll learn how much pressure you need to kick off before you actually get there. Once you're here, like I said, we're not dumping, we are pushing hard through the shoulders. Okay? And then just play with taking your feet off. Seeing how that feels. There's the wall. Don't get too attached to the wall, okay? Next, we're going to use our chair here. A lot of people do this on the wall. You can do this on the wall. I just don't have a whole lot of bailout room on my wall. So, this is how we see where we are. My hips. So my hands should be here. Okay? So find your little line. Put your hands there. And then put your feet on the chair. Bent legs is great. Just feeling this, okay? This is going to be heavy. And then you can play. I'm taking one leg. Keep your gaze down and in front. Gripping through the hands. And just play. Let's talk about the escape plan. Cartwheeling out is always my go-to. I don't like falling backwards. Not a fan. We cartwheel out. Okay? So, we're here. We're here. We're like, oh, no. Open that body and spin. Okay? Just like a cartwheel, we open and we release. We don't fall back. We cartwheel out. Playing with a cartwheel can be helpful. Just to see how it feels, right? To get yourself out. If you haven't tried a cartwheel in a while, give it a go. It's fun. Almost done. 2 more things here. This one I've done in my classes. Bunny hops. So, to do bunny hops, we're in down dog. Hands are right. Gripping that mat. Tiptoes. And kicking our booties. Okay? Bunny hops are a great way to play away from the wall. Really works your core, your legs, and the upper body. So bunny hops, fantastic way to practice. One more. Okay. Warrior 3 kick-ups. This is probably the most basic way for a yogi to kick up to a handstand. So, a lot of yoga teachers teach you to reverse your legs. If you kick up with your right, next time you kick up with your left. Okay. Hand balancers, the contortion world, they will tell you to find a good leg and to stick with that leg until you find your balance, and then you can play with the other leg. I'll leave this up to you. You do what feels good for you, okay? Feels good in your body. Either way, here we are. Warrior 3. My favorite way to do it is to come up on the tiptoe that I'm standing on and then just kick. Okay? Gripping through the hands, grabbing the mat. Okay? So just play here a few times. Warrior 3. On the tiptoes. Slight kick. Just play. Have some fun. We're not taking ourselves too seriously here. Okay. So those are all of the tips, tricks, ways to build that strength and open those shoulders that I have to offer you. Whenever I am done with my handstand practice, you roll the wrist. Shake them out. Show them some love. And the shoulders too. Basic shoulder stretch here. Right arm across the body. Pull on it. Take it behind. And a slight pull again. and then do it with the other one. Every time you do it, just the basic stretches. We don't want them to become tight. We want them to be mobile. Mobility, right? That's what we're here for. Strength and flexion. And release. Please tag me in your handstand post. I am excited to see you guys and your journey. Just remember that it is a journey. It's kind of a never-ending journey. There's all kinds of levels that will take me probably decades to master. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for showing up for this challenging video. I hope you guys like this. Please comment and let me know if you need more of these videos. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.